we're living in a dopamine overloaded world where everything has become drugified, everything has been made more accessible. And so we're really living in a world that has turned us all into addicts, essentially.
Often dubbed the feel-good neurotransmitter, dopamine plays a crucial role in our brain's reward system, influencing our motivation, pleasure, and overall sense of well-being. In today's society, our exposure to instant gratification through technology, social media, and various stimuli has heightened our dopamine responses. This constant flood of easily accessible rewards has led to a pervasive feeling of wanting more and an ever-present desire for instant satisfaction. However, harnessing the power of dopamine doesn't have to mean falling prey to its addictive potential. In fact, understanding how to manage and regulate our dopamine levels can profoundly impact our lives for the better. That's why in this video, we'll explore 5 practical methods that can help you master your dopamine levels and regain control over your life. These methods are not about eliminating dopamine, but rather about optimizing its effects to enhance productivity, focus, and overall well-being. When it comes to short breaks during our day, the temptation often leans towards reaching for our phones, scrolling through social media feeds, or engaging in activities designed to stimulate our senses. However, by consciously choosing to do something boring during those breaks, we can profoundly influence our dopamine response. Instead of diving into the digital world during your breaks, consider doing simple yet boring activities. For instance, take a moment to sit quietly and observe your surroundings. Perhaps stare at a blank wall or take a short walk without any distractions. These seemingly mundane activities allow our minds to unwind, encouraging our brain to enter a state where dopamine can replenish. This reset in dopamine levels can subsequently boost motivation, enabling a more focused approach when engaging in mindful work. Just as embracing boredom allows us to regulate dopamine, mastering the art of delayed gratification can significantly shape our brain's dopamine response. Delayed gratification involves resisting the temptation of an immediate reward in favor of a more substantial reward that comes later. It's like planting a seed today and patiently watering it, knowing it will not blossom into a flourishing garden tomorrow, but an abundance of rewards in the future. This practice involves a conscious decision to delay the instant rush of pleasure or reward, which can significantly impact our brain's dopamine pathways. When we opt for delayed gratification, we're training our brains to appreciate the anticipation and build a strong reward response. Studies have shown that individuals proficient in delaying gratification often exhibit high levels of dopamine in the prefrontal cortex, the area associated with decision-making and goal-directed behavior. By exercising this skill, we foster a healthier dopamine response, which in turn enhances our ability to stay focused, motivated, and goal-oriented. This isn't about denying ourselves pleasure indefinitely, rather, it's about strategically delaying it for a more significant payoff down the road. Understanding the intricate relationship between delayed gratification and dopamine empowers us to make choices that align with our long-term goals, fostering a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. Now that we've delved into the empowering connection between delayed gratification and dopamine, let's shift our focus to another essential aspect: the impact of multitasking. Recognizing how our brains respond to delayed gratification enables us to appreciate the significance of focusing on a singular thing. By understanding this, we'll explore how stopping multitasking can significantly influence our dopamine levels, leading us towards enhanced productivity and a more rewarding mental state. In our modern, fast-paced world, multitasking often seems like an efficient way to get more done in less time. However, research suggests otherwise. Contrary to popular belief, attempting to juggle multiple tasks simultaneously can overwhelm our brains, reducing our overall effectiveness and causing a decrease in the release of dopamine. Consider a scenario where you're cooking dinner whilst listening to a podcast. It might seem like a harmless way to maximize your time, but by splitting your attention between these activities, your brain isn't fully engaged in either task. This divided focus can hinder the brain's ability to fully appreciate the moment, reducing the satisfaction and dopamine response from each individual activity. Instead of multitasking, embracing the art of monotasking, focusing on one task at a time, can significantly impact our dopamine levels. When we devote our complete attention to a single activity, whether it's cooking, reading, or exercising, our brains become fully immersed, allowing us to experience a deeper sense of fulfillment and accomplishment. By prioritizing monotasking over multitasking, we provide our brains with the opportunity to fully engage and excel in each activity, consequently amplifying the release of dopamine. This heightened focus not only improves our performance, but also leads to a more rewarding and fulfilling experience. Now that we've highlighted the benefits of monotasking for heightened focus and amplified dopamine release, let's explore a powerful method to further optimize our dopamine levels: cold exposure. Embracing the potential of cold exposure offers an intriguing pathway to influence our brain's dopamine response. When we expose our bodies to cold environments, whether through cold showers, swimming in cold water, or embracing the cold outdoors, it triggers a physiological response. Cold exposure activates the release of hormones like adrenaline and noradrenaline, which in turn stimulate the production of dopamine in the brain. Studies have suggested that this exposure to cold temperatures can enhance mood, alertness, and even mental resilience by influencing dopamine pathways. It's as though the body responds to the challenge of cold exposure by boosting dopamine, leading to increased motivation and a sense of accomplishment. Incorporating cold exposure into your routine might initially feel uncomfortable, but gradually acclimating to cold temperatures can yield numerous benefits. Many individuals report improved mood, increased energy, and heightened focus as they adapt to regular cold exposure practices. Now that we've explored the potential benefits of cold exposure, let's shift our focus to another powerful practice: meditation. Just as cold exposure offers a unique avenue to influence dopamine release, meditation presents an intriguing opportunity to modulate our brain's dopamine response, potentially enhancing our overall sense of well-being and mental clarity. Meditation, a centuries-old practice that has transcended cultural boundaries, holds a profound potential in shaping our brain's dopamine response. Just as cold exposure offered a unique pathway to influence dopamine release, meditation presents another compelling avenue to modulate our brain's chemistry, potentially enhancing our overall well-being and mental clarity. Studies have suggested that regular meditation can lead to alterations in dopamine production and receptor density in areas of the brain associated with reward and motivation. This means that through consistent meditation practice, individuals may experience increased dopamine sensitivity, leading to improved mood, focus, and even better stress management. The act of meditation encourages a state of focused awareness and mindfulness, allowing us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This mindful presence helps regulate stress hormones while promoting the release of neurotransmitters, contributing to a sense of calm and contentment. This activation further supports the enhancement of dopamine pathways, potentially improving our ability to set and achieve goals while staying motivated along the way. By cultivating a regular meditation practice, we provide our brains with the opportunity to recalibrate and optimize dopamine levels, fostering a more balanced and fulfilled state of mind. In this video, we've explored 5 powerful methods: embracing boredom, practicing delayed gratification, avoiding multitasking, engaging in cold exposure, and embracing meditation. Each method offers a unique pathway to recalibrate dopamine levels, fostering balance and fulfillment. Experiment with these practices and discover the transformative potential they hold for a more vibrant life.